Oh, my bad. My mistake. Well, guys, we just finished watching the Mavericks go crazy. Let me turn these down. My bad. Let me just turn this off. All right, we just saw the Mavs give the Celtics an ass whooping. A big one. Like, that was a very big ass whooping. I'm surprised. Well, yeah, I'm very surprised. I don't understand why they couldn't play like that earlier. I'm happy that they won. I would have been sad if they got swept. But let's be real. Let's talk about the Celtics first in this game. The Celtics. I don't know what that was. I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe it was just like a one game type thing. They got super relaxed. They couldn't believe that they were one game away from winning the chip, and they're also up 3-0. They probably just were so relaxed they couldn't shoot. But let's remember the game is going to the Garden, and it's hard to win in the Garden. It's hard. Their fans are nasty. Their fans are crazy. The atmosphere is crazy. Like I don't. If we're being real, I don't think. I really don't think the Mavericks are going to win another game after this. I would hope for them to, but they're not going to do it. But I love what they showed in their potentially last game home, beating the Celtics like that. That was perfect. If I'm a Mavs fan, I'm happy about that. They got one up there. They ain't going to get swept. Now, Jason Tatum, that was a bad game for him. That was bad. The start of it was okay, but he let the Mavs players get in his head. Derrick Jones Jr., Kyrie, Luca, all of them were in his head. Even Derek Lively, he was locking his ass up. Jaylen Brown, he didn't get anything going at all. Like, all of his shots, granted one contested three, brick. Brick, 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 brick. So he just probably wasn't feeling it. They were probably going through the motions. He was definitely probably one of the ones who was like, oh man, we're this close to a championship. But yeah, Drew Holiday, he was fine. Drew Holiday always plays the way he should all the time. Derek White, I don't know what his problem was. He just couldn't get anything going. Al Horford, he was there. Porzingis didn't touch the floor. I don't know what the heck Peyton Pritchard does. Like, that man is the most abnormal basketball player, bro. Like, he's just, I don't know. I don't understand it. He's just there. He is just there. NBA Finals Game 4. Stats. Gotta type stats. Alright, let's see. Warriors versus Celtics? No. Do I really have to type Mavericks? Just like live updates? No. Maybe this one will be fine. I'll just do this one. There we go. But yeah, the Celtics, they did not play that game well at all. Like, that was bad. Oh man. Like, the Mavericks just woke up and they just felt dangerous. They really did. Like, that was how I've been expecting the Mavericks to play this whole series. The defense was crazy at the start, thanks to Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively II. Like, without them, I don't even think they win the game. I forgot how many points and rebounds. Derek Lively had 12 points, 11 rebounds, with 1 steal. Like, he was all over the place. I think he had 7 offensive rebounds. Like, that type of hustle and energy, that's championship winning energy. Too bad they're down 3-1 right now, or they were down 3-0 and they won this one. But I don't know, bro. I don't think they can do it. Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard got all these points in garbage time. Like, he literally just did a whole bunch of layups and stuff. Like, I don't see this. It ain't shit. Sam Hauser, he's okay. I'm surprised they don't play O'Shea Brissett more. Like, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I feel like he'd be a good bench player for them. But the Mavericks, if we're being real, If they play with that energy for the rest of the series, or if they play like that in Game 5, they might be able to win. Dante Exum came in with some good energy. The scoring was there. The defense was there. Josh Green came in with good energy. He had 5 rebounds, and he was just rushing in, grabbing stuff too. The putback dunk was crazy also. Like, the energy was just good. Kleber is ass. I don't even want to think about him. Lively's good. Everybody was in sync. Like, they played the way they finally were supposed to play this whole time. The one thing I'm going to comment on, it's weird to me in the NBA Finals, and I understand they were up, the Mavericks were nearly up by 30 or 36, whatever it was. But it's weird to me to take all of your starters out in an NBA Finals when you could potentially come back up and win the game, especially when there was a lot of time left on it. I think there were 3 minutes left in the third. I just thought that was weird. I don't like that. I understand you don't want to injure your players, but bro, if you got to worry about that, what do you think is going to happen in Game 5? I don't know. I just thought that was weird. If I'm coaching and playing, we're fighting to the last finish to get that last game. And I understand you're going back and you have another chance to win, but you got to go for the win there. You get rest. You can rest after. You'll have a whole long break if you won Game 4. But yeah, overall, it was actually nice to watch somebody else besides Celtics win. What do I expect in Game 5? I expect Jason Tatum to have a 40 or 50 ball. I expect Jaylen Brown to have 25 or 26 points with like 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals, and maybe like 3 blocks. He'll go crazy. I expect Al Horford to have a lot of rebounds and like 3 or 4 threes made. I expect them to go crazy because this was an embarrassment. If I'm the Celtics, I'm taking this. That was probably one of the most embarrassing losses in NBA Finals history. That was embarrassing. Like, pan it as you will, they were up 3-0, but that was embarrassing. So, in Game 5, I'm expecting all of these guys. Drew Holiday and Derek White are going to play their role. They're going to do whatever they do. I don't know about Peyton Pritchard. I don't know about Sam Hauser. He'll probably just shoot some threes, but it's up to these guys right here to carry the Celtics to the championship. It's up to them. If they come out with the same energy, even a little bit of that energy in Game 5, Mavericks might take it. Because the Mavericks now, I don't know. I don't know if they can even hold on to that energy. I don't know if they can, because playing in the Garden, it screws with you, man. It does. So I don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I applaud that they got that win. So now it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. Celtics win in their house. Game over. Move on to next season. I don't care. But overall, good job by the Mavericks. Very good job. I do not know if I'm going to be doing a live stream for it. I may be busy on Monday. I got some stuff going on, but just in case, you know what, I might do a quick one. I don't know. It depends what I'm doing because I'm going to be busy doing some stuff, but it was a pretty good game. It's pretty good. I'll give him that. Now, I want to think about what the because there's some stuff that came out today about Dan Hurley, stuff that came out about Joel Embiid. Because Joel Embiid, I hope he can be a Laker in the future. I want him to be a Laker. I know that he's going to be building with the Sixers to try to get a chip there. I respect it too, but Joel Embiid just gives me Laker energy. I was working on a trade before. It was trash. They would never go for this, and LeBron would never okay it, but I would have loved for a trade to work out there. Now, do I think Paul George is going to be a Sixer next year? Wholeheartedly, yes. It fits. It makes sense for Paul George to go to the Sixers. I don't understand why he wouldn't. I don't understand why he would stay with the Flippers. He needs to go to not Orlando. Orlando wouldn't fit. What teams? The Pacers would fit. I could see Paul George going there. One sec. Let me just look at this real quick. Flippers finished 4th place. Oh, they're in the second apron. That's crazy. They're 1.4 million under taxes. Interesting. They can pay people, actually. There gonna be some cuts. Would they trade Norman Powell? He's on an expiring. He's 31 though. I wouldn't trade him. Norman Powell's really good. Okay. Paul George, bird rights, player option. I'd opt out. I wouldn't stay with the Flippers. I'd make them pay me, bro. The way the fans are talking about, the Flippers fans are talking about Paul George, and then the fact that Kawhi Leonard has barely played. I think he only played one game in the last 3 years of the playoffs. He's only played one game. That's just embarrassing. Sadly, I didn't watch the game. I'm watching The Boys season 4. Bro, I was going to watch The Boys not today. Probably on Sunday or Monday. I'm just too busy, bro. I'm way too busy. I need time. I can't wait to watch The Boys season 4, though. But the game, you didn't really need to watch it. The Mavericks whooped their ass. They just whooped them. And right now we're just talking about where Paul George would go that would fit. I could definitely see Paul George on the Pacers. Like, I think Paul George could still be a $50 million player. But I think he'd take less. I think he would. I think they can afford $50 million too. Because, Obi Toppin's a free agent. I didn't even know that. If I'm the Lakers, better talk to Obi Toppin. But look at this. They got so many players they don't even have to pay that much. And then they still, I think they're under the tax by like, damn it, Dodgers are down. They're under the tax by like 63. What was it again? What did it show? 63? 63 million. So I think they can get Paul George here. This would be a very good place for Paul George. I think Benedict Mathurin, they're good on him. Well, I don't know what that was. They could re-sign TJ McConnell. Or not re-sign. Yeah, they could extend TJ McConnell. Philly is targeting PG or LeBron. I would love for LeBron to opt out and go to Philly because then we'd have money and then we could do somewhat of a rebuild around AD. I would like that. And then we could actually put him at the 4 again. And then we could put Rui at the 3. And Jimmy as their 3rd star. I mean, I just really want to see... I want to see more Eastern Conference teams posing threats, man. Because this year was terrible for the Eastern Conference. I think there should be a new penalty where if the Eastern Conference just sucks, they should have more Western Conference teams in the playoffs. Because it just wasn't fair and it was stupid. It was just really stupid. We've had too many years where Eastern Conference teams have been ass. Like, super ass. And I don't think they belong in the playoffs. Pascal Siakam's going to get the money. I think if I'm the Pacers, I offer him... How much was he getting paid earlier? 49. So he's getting paid nearly 50. So he's going to ask for 50. So shoot, what do? Because Miles Turner's on the expiring too. And you have to extend him. So you give Pascal Siakam what? We're going to trade one of Trey or Deontay. Knicks are going to try to trade Randall. I was about to say, they don't need Julius Randle. Julius Randle was ass for them. Like, they got as far as they did without him, too, and they had a whole bunch of injuries. They don't need Julius Randle. If I were them, I'd trade Julius Randle to the Timberwolves. Actually, I want to do that. I would trade Julius Randle to the Timberwolves. And I try to get Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns is the perfect player for the Knicks. So let's see what that looks like. $30 million contract, $49 million contract. So traded the Wolves. Oh, they could even use the draft pick this year. Because I keep hearing that they don't even want to use their draft picks. And they have 19 picks. Holy shit. I didn't even know the Knicks were that set. They have this year's draft pick. They even have a 2nd round pick. So if I were them, I'd trade this pick because, I mean, they only need one of the guys that in that spot. I trade that pick. Kind of want to trade the round 2 pick because let me look at the roster. Julius Randle 1st round. And I'm going to look at the Atlanta Hawks thing. So Julius Randle, the 25th pick in this year's draft. Uh, they already have a set team. I don't think they need like that much. They just need like one player from the drafting. Give me one quick second. I need to pee. I've been drinking a lot of water. Give me one sec. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. All right. Klay Thompson to Orlando seems like a real thing. I think Klay Thompson, if I'm him, I would go to the. I would go to either the Lakers, Orlando Magic, or the. One second, let's look at it. But real quick, okay. So Julius Randle, the 2024 first round pick. I wouldn't even throw in the second round pick. You don't need too much in this draft. And then I'm trading another player. Because also with this team, you have. Oh, no, they can't trade with each other. Oh, shoot. They're both in the second apron. Oof. Well, never mind then. That will not work. Okay, moving on. So you said trading. We're trading specifically to the Spurs. Okay, so let's look at what that trade looks like. So Atlanta Hawks. What do I keep avoiding? I always forget you guys don't have that Hawk on the ball thing anymore. Hawks and the Spurs. Now this works no matter what. So if it's for Trae Young, which would be the smartest thing, because you guys need to keep Dejounte Murray. Dejounte Murray is a way better point guard for you guys. So trade, they're still under the tax. But then what would you get back? Because you don't really need to give them too much. One thing is I keep hearing stuff about picks. So if I'm them, if I'm the Spurs, I would love to keep the number 4 pick. I would give them the number 8 pick. Because what type of picks do they have in this year? They have the number 1 pick. They have a second round pick. No, they don't have a second round pick. They only have a number 1 pick. So would you trade Trae Young in the first round pick to the Spurs? Imagine if the Spurs were to trade or would have tried to negotiate this. Trade to Spurs. And on this side, so you give up, I'm going to say Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson. Zach Collins. Because now you have the first round pick. And I don't know about Devontae Graham. Would you get? No, you wouldn't get rid of Trae Young. You wouldn't get rid of Jeremy Malachi. Wait, actually, I think that works. Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins, and Devontae Graham. And then I give him the 4th pick. Keep it high. What else do I give them? Do I give them the 8th pick too? Well, let's see what this looks like first. Success. Defense improves, offense not so much, but you get a guard out of it. Spurs get the number 1, Hawks get the number 4, but honestly, I don't know if the Hawks would trade the first to them. I think they'd keep that, if anything. So let me adjust the trade. I think they would keep that because the goal is to just get rid of Trae Young. So if anything, they're giving them their pick. Well, I don't know. This is weird. Then if I'm the Spurs, if they don't want to give up the first pick, I'd give them the 8th pick to make it more enticing. I like that, to be honest. Let's see if that works. It should work because money works. All right, just trade. Go back. Now, if it were for Dejounte Murray, what would you want in exchange for Dejounte Murray if you actually want to keep Trae Young with Alex Sarr or Donovan Clingan? Because now, I heard it was Dejounte Murray. Dejounte, funny enough. That's crazy. I don't know why you would want to trade Dejounte Murray. If you guys trade Dejounte Murray, I hope the Lakers get into that conversation and make it a 3-team deal. That is crazy work. I don't know why you wouldn't want to keep Dejounte. All right, so Keldon would be gone. I've been hearing stuff about him. Devontae Graham. And then, I don't know, maybe give him another pick. I wouldn't trade the 8th. Well, I mean, you could trade the 8th pick. Because, I mean, do you really want Rob Dillingham if you're getting Devontae Graham back? So, boom. Let's see how that looks. What do you think, Pierre? Keldon Johnson, Devontae Graham, and the 8th pick in this year's draft. You keep the first, but you get the 8th for you guys get them, and then the Spurs get Dejounte Murray, which is funny. That is crazy. If I want someone, it's Devin Vassell. All right, so you want Devin Vassell, but I think they want to keep him. They just extended him too. And Devin Vassell works really well with what's it called, with Wembanyama, because he can shoot. So if you want Devin Vassell, I'm not gonna lie, $29 million. That's way more for Dejounte Murray. So if anything, I'm asking for more. Then I'm involving way more in the trade if I'm getting rid of Devin Vassell. So what else would you offer? Because then I would include Keldon Johnson. Wait, no, you wouldn't include Keldon Johnson. You got to keep him then. That would be a weird trade. I wouldn't trade Devin Vassell. You just signed him and he's good. He's only 23 years old. He averaged 24 and 4. Johnson Murray averaged 23, 5 and 6. So it works out statistically. So then you have to keep Keldon Johnson. How old is Keldon Johnson now? 24, so that's not bad. 19 million. So what do? You got to make up for that. So DeAndre Hunter or Clint Capella. No, I wouldn't ask for any of those guys. And then Sadiq Bey, we don't even know what you guys are doing with Sadiq Bey. I low-key, he's unrestricted too. Or he's restricted. Is he unrestricted or restricted? Oh, restricted bird rights, alright. So that means you guys can pay for him still. Or you can try to outbid another team with not getting Devin. Wait, what do you mean? If we're trading Trae, I want Devin. If it's Dejounte, I'm okay. Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Got you. I don't think they would do that. I don't think the Spurs would do that because they value Devin Vassell. Like, he's probably the second most valued player besides Victor Wembanyama. I think they want to keep those two together. If anything, if I'm the Spurs, I'm undoing that. The best thing, so Dejounte Murray, give him Keldon. He can play the 2 and the 3. Oh yeah, there is a delay. There is. My bad. What do we want to cook about? Maybe try to get DeAndre Hunter there too. You get off his contract because it is pretty bad and he's injured a lot. So you send DeAndre Hunter here, Keldon Johnson there for Dejounte Murray, but now you got to add more if you're the Spurs. So Zach Collins, you can get rid of him. It still seems like too much. Can't trade any of these other contracts too, so shoot. Gotta put in picks. Or you just take, you know what? Remove that and just put picks in there. We're trading Clint, one of our guards, and maybe Hunter this offseason, hopefully. But the Spurs don't need Clint Capella. Spurs don't need that. But that's what the framework would look like. That's going to be a tough trade. I see Trae Young going there easily, like for 3 players, but they're not giving up Devin Vassell. I can promise you that. If they give up Devin Vassell, that would be a shocker. Because Vassell's good there. All right, now, what was it looking like? What was the other one? The one that's curious to me is the Cavaliers and the Pelicans, because I'm hearing stuff over and over again, but now they're saying they don't want to trade anybody. But I feel like they're just saying that because they're panicking. Oh, the Cavaliers are in the second apron too? What the heck? How many teams are in the second apron? Oh, the Pelicans are in the second apron. How the heck are they in the second apron? So they want Brandon Ingram. And I feel like that would work to send Jared Allen there. I don't know why they're... Oh, because he's $20 million. They got to match that. Okay. So, what else? Would you send Karis LeVert? I wouldn't send Max Strus. I mean, yeah, you get the small forward you always wanted, but Max Strus had a good season with the Cavaliers. I don't know if I'd want to break that up. Isaac Okoro, but he's a restricted free agent. You have to get him to opt into his deal. Kind of want to trade down with 2-4 and get Klingon, kind of. I keep hearing stuff about the Hawks getting Klingon. Keep hearing about that. I'd laugh at people's faces because people were telling me he's not like a top 3 pick, and I'm like, okay, you're an idiot. Garland to New Orleans is likely, by the way. Yeah, I was thinking Garland to New Orleans should happen. He'd work here. So then if they don't undo it, Garland for Ingram, that would work. But then the Pelicans have to give up more. So, because now, oh boy, that sucks. Oh, they have 2 2025 first rounds because of Milwaukee. So I trade the first round of the 2025. Protected 5-30. Okay, trade it. You got our pick. Garland makes sense with the Pelicans. That makes perfect sense. Him and CJ would make a good duo. But you gotta add one more piece. So I would... Well, they're keeping Trey Murphy. So would you get rid of... Well, and then you're losing Larry Nance. I mean, Jonas Valanciunas. So you'd have to get rid of somebody down here. Ooh. That's tough. So what would I offer here? Herb Jones. I keep hearing about him. Traded the Cavaliers, and he's perfect. Brandon Ingram and Herb Jones, that'd be nuts. But now you're receiving more back. So outgoing. The Cavaliers are fine. So you get off of Darius Garland's contract. Hey, if you guys get Klingon, I'll be happy because I was proving a whole bunch of those guys on Twitter that Klingon's good if you guys take him. Just take him with the first pick. Darius Garland for Ingram and Herbert Jones. I don't think that works. You gotta add somebody else. That's what the framework would look like, kinda. Or just add 2 picks to it. Man. What's another interesting trade? I heard the Heat and Warriors, or the Warriors were talking about Jimmy Butler, and it's a weird thing. Oh, they can't trade with each other. They can't trade with each other. Let's see. Because I know, let me see what it looks like if you do try to trade. Clayton seems like a high floor, low ceiling, same as Zach Edey. I feel like Zach Edey's going to be good in the NBA. I don't know why people hate on him so much. He's 7'4" with a 7'11" wingspan. Like, even if he can't, like, shoot or do anything, he'll still be a really good, like, interior defender and rebounder. Like, I guarantee you, when he comes in the league and if he plays for the right team, he could average 9 to 10 rebounds a game, like, as a rookie, just off the bat. Easily. I don't know about his points. It could be like 6 points, but he could definitely get you 9 to 10 rebounds a game, I feel like. Anything lower than that? So they can't trade Clay, free agent. They're not trading Curry. They would trade Chris Paul easily. They'd trade Wiggins too. Wiggins would fit with the Heat. So Wiggins, Draymond, and then they could play, what's his name more? Wiggins, Draymond. How much is that? 48, 50. Who else? Moses Moody. It's a team option too. You'd have to take his team option. For Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins. I like that. Let's see what it looks like. Try this trade. It's probably going to say failed, and then it's going to say Heat are unable to complete this trade since they are now an over second apron team after this trade. They're only able to take back 100% of the salary they are sending out. Yeah, he can take back $48.7 million in salary based on the amount. Holy crap. Cut 1.5 from the Heat incoming trade value. All right, let's see if we take Moses Moody out of this. Just trade. Let's see what happens. He's not a lob threat, but if he gets on a team with good spacing, he'll feed. Yeah, I think he will. I think he's a good player. All right, so we take Moses Moody off. Let's see what this looks like. Trade. Success, really. Interesting. Okay. And that'd be a good trade. They get off Wiggins and Draymond Green, and they hate both of them. That just trade. Let's see what another trade. I know there was another trade they were talking about. Memphis Grizzlies, Utah. I know Utah. They keep talking about Utah, and the Lakers were interested in Lauri Markkanen. So I'm going to see what that looks like. Lauri Markkanen, trade the Lakers. Lakers have to give up. Imagine if he opts in, that'd be perfect because we could trade him, but that wouldn't work. So it looks like you'd have to get rid of Rui or Vando. Or Rui and Vando for Lauri Markkanen. Imagine if we do Rui and D'Lo. And then give him our first round pick. Number 17, number 16. EDU is one of the safest picks, I think. OAT. What's OAT? No, if we get to pick 17 as the Lakers, and then Kelly Ware gets picked up before we can pick him up at 17, we better get Zach Edey. I'm saying. Everybody keeps saying I don't like Zach Edey at 17. If Zach Edey's there at number 17, we better pick him up. All right, let's see here. D'Lo, and then I would attach our first round pick. Or our second. No, because they want Bronny. So they're not getting rid of that second round pick. Oh, of all time. Yeah. He's literally, I think that he's going to be a good big in the NBA. He's 7'4", 300 pounds with a 7'11" wingspan. Like he's literally the definition of interior defense. Like to develop. He can rebound for sure too. He can come off your bench or start. I kind of feel like Utah would be sneaky, and I feel like they take Zach Edey. I can just see them doing that. Well, we have another 2025 first round pick. I didn't know that. I thought we. Wow. I didn't know we had two 2025 first round picks. We have two second round picks in 2025 as well. We have a 2026, 2027, 2028. Oh, because. Oh. Maybe that's from the Ivica Zubac? Ivica, whatever the hell you say, however the hell you say his name. Alright, what do you do then? Because we want a pick at 17, so I don't think we trade then. But if JJ Redick's there, he's definitely going to want Lauri Markkanen. And he's on a 1-year deal. So, I mean, if D'Lo, if he opts in, we could trade him. And if he opts in, I would love to trade in for Lauri Markkanen. Him and Rui for Lauri Markkanen wouldn't be bad. Because I think Lauri Markkanen is a better scorer. Edey doesn't go past Miami? What pick is Miami at? Miami would do really well if they had Zach Edey over there. Bam Adebayo could play the 4. And Bam's like 6'9", right? Could have sworn Bam was like 6'9" or 6'10". I think Lauri to Mavs is a real thing. Ooh, interesting. Let me look at that actually. Mavericks. What do you trade to get Lauri Markkanen? All right, so Lauri Markkanen, 18 mil, perfect. And you could literally give him an extension of 25 mil easily. So what would I trade? So you trade Tim Hardaway Jr. They don't need a first round pick this year, okay. Oh, they traded, I forgot. Miami's 15. Yeah, but I feel like they'll get Devin Carter. I know that people are saying Devin Carter is getting promised by people higher up, but I think he's going to go to Miami. I don't think the Spurs are going to draft him. I know the Nikola Topic thing was big, but I think they'll get Rob Dillingham instead. They'll get Steven Castle and Rob Dillingham. Let's see. One more player to go with this. Would I put Josh Green in this? For Lauri Markkanen, hell yeah. Oh, Kleber. Wait. Undo trade. Kleber. And Dwight Powell. So what if you do Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dwight Powell? Because he would fit with the Utah. Trade THJ, a first, and another player. That's what I'm thinking. Dwight Powell, Tim Hardaway Jr., and I wouldn't sacrifice 2025. I'd do 2026. And then I would, if I'm the Utah, I'd give this pick over to the Mavericks because they don't need it. They don't need it. I like that. Let's see what this looks like. Failed. Consecutive draft years 2026 to 2027. Oh, because they already traded it. Okay. I just trade. So we are not giving away that pick. If anything, they're giving us a pick. Perfect. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dwight Powell, 6'10", 6'5", shooter, rebounder for Lauri Markkanen. You get off his, I don't know. That's the best I can think of. It's another interesting trade. The Raptors, I don't even know what they can do. The Hornets, this one's an interesting one to me. Because I want the Lakers to do this, if I'm being for real. If we really want to get off of Gabe Vincent's contract, this is the best way to do it. So the Hornets keep saying they're willing to take anybody's unwanted contracts if we include picks in it. So if we do that, one way we could do it, we give up our 2026, because I think we want to keep that pick, and then we either go for Cody Martin or Nick Richards. I was about to say, I think that would work. I don't want Terrence Shannon Jr. on the Celtics. I want him on the Mavericks, if anything. Okay, so I would love to do this trade if it's for Nick Richards. I really want Nick Richards on the Lakers. Our first round pick for 2026 and Gabe Vincent for Nick Richards. Or Gabe Vincent 2026 first round pick for Cody Martin. I really like Cody Martin instead of where'd Cody Martin go? There he is. I like Cody Martin instead of Gabe Vincent. Cody Martin, he's just a better player. He's a better player. And he plays defense. He can play the point guard, shooting guard, small forward position. I just feel like it's better. But y'all get a pick out of it. I want one of these two on the Lakers this year. And that's the only way I can think of getting off of Gabe Vincent's contract. Only other way. The one way that I was thinking was we trade with the Bulls, because they were thinking of rebuilding and then actually keeping Zach LaVine. They're talking to Detroit, but I don't think both teams need backup guards that can score. That's true. All right, Alex Caruso, Gabe Vincent, but we give them 17. I feel like we'd sacrifice 17 for Alex Caruso. I would do it. I love Caruso. I'm still pissed we didn't keep him. Let's see what that looks like. Surprised we were second April team. Success. I'm just saying. It works. But I don't know. Both teams need backup guards that can score. Well, yeah, but I don't know, bro. I'm excited, though. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm going to actually end the stream here because I got a busy little schedule going on and I got to pick up somebody soon. So, guys, appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Playbook Sports HQ. Is it HQ or just Playbook Sports? But make sure to hit the bell. We always got awesome content that we work on. We're working hard. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers on YouTube. And we're also trying to build our platform. So I'd appreciate if you guys would subscribe. It really helped. It really boosts our confidence. And it would help out big time. But anyways, this really Phil logging off. We got the takes. I'm a Laker fan. I hate the Celtics.